Hello guys and pals and dear fans of horror games and horror mags. Another part of how to make a good horror game. Let's go. This is part 3 I guess. And before we go on, I need to tell you the titles of this session. In this session, in this part, we are gonna talk about the puzzles of the game, how to make Crysis, and about the key items, and about how to introduce the different characters in your game. Let's go. Alright.
Got a selection of good.
Okay, this is about buying, for
Is that
example.
all? Thank you.
Alright. We have TMP all rifle. Wow. Our choice.
What are you buying?
Okay.
Is that? Thank you.
Let me see.
What are you selling?
And this is the shop, you know. I need to introduce you and tell you very in details about the shop, and because it refers to the UI of the game, so I will have to tell you about it in one session.
Is that all? Thank you.
Okay,
What are you buying?
here we are. Let me see.
Is that all?
I need
Thank you.
to increase the firepower on my handgun too. Okay, this was a seller man. Do we have anything to combine? Yes. Okay, let's go. Okay. I'll get you, the crazy zombies. Goodbye, you all. He dropped the dynamite in front of himself. Okay. Okay, you killed them all, thank you. Ah, damn it. There's too many of them. Okay. Let me kill them all. First tip, laser here. Alright. And actually at first I wanted to talk about the puzzles of the game, but because these two both are in the same time, I will tell you now. How to make a crisis in the game. What is a crisis exactly? Whenever you challenge the skills of the player in the game, you have made Crysis for the player. And crises are in three kinds, in three categories. They are physical, they are mental, or they are thinking challenges or thinking crises. And thinkings are the same puzzles that test the IQ of the player, test the skills of the IQ of the player. But about physical and mental. In physical challenges or physical crises, they hurt the health of the character. The health bar, or anyway, the health of the character of the player, and player must kill one or some other enemies to solve this challenge, to pass this challenge. So this is a physical, like now. You see, there are a lot of zombies that I need to kill them. So this is a physical challenge, and if I don't, they are gonna kill me. They hurt my health bar. And then we have the mental. We have a mental challenge or mental crisis. In mental crisis, they have a lot of stress and pressure on player, and player usually in most of the times must get away from that enemy or from that situation to pass that challenge or crisis. Like Amnesia, Dark Descent, or Amnesia Reverse. They are two bright examples of mental crisis and challenges. But we can have physical and mental with each other too, like Outlast game that I said I will tell you in separated videos about them. Outlast is both physical and mental, but usually when there is mental crisis, you have to get away from the enemy or the situation to win the game. That's it. And yes, that was about how to make a crisis and the definition of crisis. Now we go on ahead and I will tell you about the puzzles. Let's go. Okay, this way. Oh shit! God damn it! Still dynamite. How many are they? Go away. Who you are? What does it mean exactly? I don't understand. Okay, the guy has dynamite. I better be careful, you know. Okay, are they dead? See, this is a really great physical challenge. Wait, doesn't he die? This guy's so hard to kill him, you know? Did you know that? Okay, now about the puzzles. I want to tell you about the puzzles. You saw that here? That was a piece of one thing, kinda. Okay, let's go and I will tell you about... Whoa, shit. Okay. See? This is a physical challenge or physical crisis. They are hurting me and I have to kill kill them or be careful not to be hurt by them to pass this challenge. Okay. Okay, I combine these two items and now I can use it to pass the door. So this was some kind of thinking puzzle. Okay, now let me tell you about the puzzles of the game. Actually, the definition of the puzzle is so bright. It's some kind of thinking challenge or crisis that you make in the game for the player. So I don't think it needs a definition. You all know about the puzzles. But the puzzles are in three kinds or in three categories. They are simple, so they are easy to solve. They are middle, or yeah, somehow they need some thinking, some time, some spending time and thinking to be solved. Or they are complex and hard. They are, as their name, they are complex and they may take a lot of time to think on them and solve them. And if you want to have a good and standard game, you need to use the puzzles, the simple to middle puzzles in your game. Try not to use hard or complex puzzles in your game, because the game is for resting of mind. See, you understand? The game is for resting the mind, unless your game is specially about the puzzles. For example, like escaping rooms. Escaping rooms are all about the puzzles, so you can use complex puzzles in them too. But in games like, for example, Resident Evil, they are for resting the mind and they are more hard than being a puzzle game. So try to use simple to middle puzzles in your game. And for solving the puzzle, you can use the key items that I will tell you as we go more ahead. Yeah, you can use key items for solving the puzzle. For example, like these two pieces of stones that I combined them together and put it on the door, and then I could cross the door. Understand? Let's go. Okay, I mean, wow, it's got so hard to kill him, you know? Wow, god damn it. Why is it like this? I'm about to die. Okay. I think the mouse got mixed up somehow. Alright. Could you please die? Okay. Did I get him? Whoa, that was close. Okay. Could you please die? You have a lot of access. Okay. Now you're dead. Alright. They were up there. And yeah, let's go. Alright then, now guys, I may need to tell you about the key items because I don't want it to get so long. About the key items. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, the key items. What are key items exactly? Key items are the items that you cannot proceed and continue the game without them. It's impossible. For example, like what? Like the 2 pieces of stone that we saw some minutes ago. I put together and then I put it on the door and then I could cross the door. And if I didn't use them, it was impossible that I could go on the game. I could continue the game because I needed to cross the door, right? And without those two pieces of stone, I couldn't continue the game. I couldn't cross the door. So these are key items, and they are usually in 2 categories. One of them is health packs and ammunition or ammo that they should be balanced in a game. And another category or another kind of them is the items for puzzles, like those 2 pieces of stone. The items of the puzzle, and you should use them. You have to use them to solve a puzzle. And both these items should be balanced in the game. For example, even about placing them. They should be in appropriate places so the player doesn't get mixed up about how to find them. And they should be, they should be balanced in the game in another aspect too. There shouldn't be many of them in the game, so the game will be like a puzzle game. And there shouldn't be a few of them, so the game will be like for example, just killing and going games. That's it. Okay, this was about the puzzles and about how to introduce your characters in a game. Let's go on more ahead and I will tell you. Wow, that is too quiet, you know. Okay. 1 shot in your head. Ah, that was painful. Sorry for that. Wow. I always like these fishes, you know. What was that? Got disappeared? No, it didn't get. Okay. Going there. Okay. It's dead. Alright. I'm fishing now, you know? And I hope in Resident Evil 4 Remake we have these fishes too. Last day I read something about Resident Evil 4 Remake that the development of the game has been changed somehow. I don't know how, but it's been changed, looks like. But anyway, I hope it will be a really cool and good game. Wait a minute. Well, you are dead, birds. Okay. Do we have anything else here? Yeah. I can remember now. Okay, thank you. Dirty Breast Pocket Watch. Who really buys such a thing? Do you wanna buy? Do you wanna buy such a thing? Excuse me. Yeah, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, now that's right. The hands for is at some little trouble. Okay. In my headphones. Alright. Now let's go ahead. We see a trailer here. I want to tell you how to introduce your characters in the game. And here I guess we have another puzzle. Okay. Okay. About here. Okay, pay attention please at this part. This is important, I want to tell you about.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
Okay, and of course you need to pay attention at this part too. Maybe you wanna read this. The Woman in Red, somehow so familiar. If you have played the previous numbers of the game, especially number 2, you can understand that this was Ada Wong that we saw in Resident Evil 2. Now we can see that she's still alive. Okay, let me tell you about how to introduce your characters in the game. As I said before, you need to have appropriate methods and ways to introduce your characters in a game. But introducing the characters are in two categories. Are in two kinds. You can use two methods: directly and fast, or say fast and directly. And in fast and direct method, you give about every important information about your character to the player. The player gets familiar with the character just in one time. Just in once. Yeah. In one time, in the first time that player sees that character, you give any important information and any necessary information so player can know. For example, like Leon. The game gives you any information you need to know about Leon. And even from previous numbers, the game says that Leon was in number 2, was in Raccoon City, and now he's a special agent. He has mission to save President's daughter and all the things you need to know about Leon. So, one of the methods is fast and direct. But another method is indirect and slow. What does it mean? In different scenes and in different notes, you give some pieces of information about the character so the player slowly understands and knows the character you want to introduce to the player. For example, like this scene, Ada Wong. At first it shows you, hey, a woman in red. Maybe Leon has seen her somewhere. But as you go ahead, some other happenings happen too, and you know more and more about this character, and finally the game shows Ada Wong to you. So this is indirect and slow. Wait, or like the boss of all these groups in village. Not the bitches of the village. I don't mean that. The final boss of the game, the priest that had a purple cover on him, and you saw that he was injecting something purple to Leon, and then you may ask yourself, hey, who is this guy? Then you can see his pictures on the wall. Who is this guy? I can see him a lot. And as you go more ahead, the game gives you more information about him, so then finally you will know him. So this was the slowly and indirect method. And you can even use the dialogues in the game to have slowly and indirect method for introducing your characters. So this was a tip I wanted to tell you about. Let's go more. I think see, you can still see his picture in here, in all the walls. And of course the picture is bald. Here's the church. Look, the game uses the environment around you to give you clues. This must be a painting of that church. I hope Ashley is still okay. Okay, alright. Alright. You may say, hey man, why your face is like this? You seem sick. Actually, somehow in this thing today I'm a little sick, but it doesn't matter, I'm still okay. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be recording this video now. And thanks if you watch this video. Looks like the people in this house eat like normal humans. Look. They eat like normal humans, so what's wrong with them? That's strange. Alright, let me make a save. Okay guys, I think I told you anything that I wanted to tell you in this session. So thank you in this part. So thank you for watching this video. I'm HorrorMax. Stay with HorrorMax. We are gonna have different parts. We have short horror stories from now on. Right now I've not uploaded the videos. I think today I'm gonna upload the videos of my first short horror story. We're gonna have short horror stories. We have short horror games. We have a special review and trainings. And we have long horror games. For example, now I've recorded Amnesia Reverse completely, and now I'm recording Them and Us 2. But about our horror games, I think we will have parts like movies, horror movies too in our channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps me. Give me like and comment, and introduce me to all your dear friends. Thanks a lot. Till the next session of HorrorMax. I will see you. You can subscribe from down of the page. I think it's on the down right. Yes, it's on the down right of the page. Please, down right of the video, page of the video. You can subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you to the next video. Goodbye.